what's going on. Hadassah, it's good to see you in the chat this morning. Let me bring up my folks. I think everybody's here, and I think everybody's raring and ready to go. We got to start off with the OG, super OG. What's up, Minister Danza? How you doing this morning, brother? It's good to see you.
Doing well, being blessed, man. Having a blessing time out here in New York, and I'm grateful to be on your program, man. You're killing it, brother. I really appreciate you and the kind of content you provide.
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Do me a favor. Can you slide, I think, to your left, just to center yourself a little bit so we're not looking crazy out here on these internet streets. Yeah, we're looking a whole lot better. And you're getting a lot of compliments, Minister. Hey, everybody loves the dapper style, man. I got to step my game up, man. You coming through? I got to step my game up. You know, the black T-shirt and the hat just ain't cutting it. I got to step my game up, you know. I'm going to do better. Next year, 26, Lord willing, I'm going to do better. You know, when we get together, I'm not going to be the odd man out, okay? Let me pull up Celeste. What's up, sister? How you doing today?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to
my sister. Chat. Good to see you.
Yes. You're right, Mr. Denzel gets a lot of love on this show and on the other show.
Oh, yeah, he gets lots of love. Even when you're not here. When you're not in the building, Minister Denzel, people are still talking about you, man. I'm telling you.
That is a blessing. Wow, that's amazing.
You got fans out here in these streets. I'm trying to tell you, Minister Denzel.
Absolutely amazing. I appreciate it. That's amazing. I'm humbled.
I can dig it. Shout out to AT. Appreciate you pulling up this morning, brother.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me. I feel bad going after Minister Denzel. I just have a sweatshirt on today. It's rough times up here in Montana, but I'm going to do my best to watch my self-esteem up here as we have this conversation. Congratulations to your Falcons from last night, brother.
Hey, have their children here. Say it again.
Did he give the women citizenship? Like, was he helping them with the whole process?
No,
or was he just getting here to drop?
Just to make sure that their kid gets that blue passport.
He should go to jail.
That's what this is about. Yeah, he did go to jail. He got arrested. He definitely they like him. I think it was him and his wife that were doing this, but it needs to be done. But Minister Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what tangle web we weave when we practice to deceive. I tell you, when you start deceiving people by misinterpreting basic, clear teaching in our constitutional laws, our founding documents, the amendments and all. There are liberals in our country who don't love America. They hate America, and they try every way they can to find loopholes or what are not loopholes. They'll create a loophole by misinterpreting it and then trying to rush people in. This is what having a knowledge of American politics is, American constitutional documents are, the Bill of Rights. This is why Americans have to be well versed on what the founding fathers actually taught and what they actually did. Because when you let liberal politicians take the reign of what the interpretation of our founding documents are, they will do everything they can to undermine those founders' intentions. And that's what we see happening here. The laws made back then were for specific purposes, for specific people, for a specific reason. It did not give an open door for anybody to come over here and pop a baby out and become an American citizen. They know this, but see, it's not being taught in our schools. It's not being taught in our media, on our talk show. So Americans don't know. So we end up fighting for people thinking that's being unloving and uncaring. No, let's start at some point, like Trump is trying to do. And I don't agree on everything he does. But one thing he has to do, he has to shut down the border, and he has to start dealing with these misinterpretations of our laws so that these people don't think they have a right to be here and be called Americans. Now, again, to AT's and others' point, yes, you can't just shut the door because you're going to cause chaos. You have to have an intelligent system set in place to deal with the different aspects of these crazies, because now they're here, and you can't just go buck wild, because now you'll be accused of being crazy and unloving. It's sophisticated. That's what happens when you do something wrong. When you misinterpret the law, and you bring a whole lot of people in here under wrong pretenses. When you give people freedom that they shouldn't have. When you give money they shouldn't have. These are the consequences. Americans are seeing this, but they're not understanding what it's all about. And so they're siding with the liberals and siding with the anti-Americans on trying to cultivate these people in the wrong way. There has to be, as AT said, an intelligent method. Once you set the standard now, you make it clear, no, you're not an American citizen if you just pop the baby out because you came over here. But now we're going to set up a program where you have to go through it if you're here, and some of you have to go. We have to set up, there's some people, I don't care how many babies you popped here. What you're doing is wrong, you got to go, and your babies. But that takes intelligence, and that takes cooperation among people who love America. You can't cooperate with people who don't love America because they ain't gonna want to do it. So this is a whole confusion that's happening right now. And I'm just saying that we as Americans have got to go back to school. And I'm not talking about the public school. Go back to a good Christian, American loving school, sit down, learn the Constitution, learn the Bill of Rights and all of our major documents, understand what's really supposed to happen, and then talk. Don't get out here and run your mouth off, don't know what you're talking about. Because that's what's happening now, and that's confusion. The government, the president has to deal with this, and they have to deal with it the best way they can. I'm sorry. It has to be done.
I would agree with that. We want to keep it moving. Hit the like button for me. For those of you guys that are tuning in to the broadcast, hit the like button for me. I want to play this next clip for you guys. This is a professor, who gets caught on a hidden camera speaking to James O'Keefe. I want to play this for you guys and get your thoughts. We won't spend too much time here, though.
Bunch of stupid white people.
Lawrence is his name?
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah.
Lawrence, what do you think of him?
I mean, he's just a sellout. He's like a goon.
Clarence Thomas?
The biggest goon of them all.
What do you think of Candace Owens?
Another goon.
Have you ever heard of a guy named, his name is James O'Keefe. Well, the thing is that I actually am James O'Keefe.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know that.
It's the run for me, though.
You called black people quote coons. Whoa! He's attacking the camera. That's a misdemeanor. You can't. Jonathan Frank.
That has to be AI. There's no way that's real.
No, it's real.
Are you
That
serious?
run,
We gotta go. No. Bruh, somebody drop a $50 super chat because we need you to go back and just play the run. I don't actually want to talk about this. I just want to please roll it back. Somebody drop. You know what? Hold on. If somebody drops a 50, I'm going to drop a $50 super chat. I got a cue.
Bunch of stupid white people.
Lawrence.
I need somebody else to match.
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah.
Lawrence, what do you think of him?
I mean, he's just a sellout. Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know that.
It's that run. That run is life-giving. Right there. Oh, come on. Cameraman, you had one job. Cameraman, you had one job. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna extend it. I'm not gonna do a $50 super. I apologize. I'm gonna give out memberships, man, because I think other people need to enjoy that. So I'm dropping the memberships right now. Thank you.
Wow.
Somebody said again.
Y'all want to see it again, y'all?
We don't actually want to talk about it. We just want to watch. We just want to watch it.
Shout out to Jay Witt, man. Appreciate the 20. Appreciate the gifting 20 ARP family members. If you're not one of those, man, show Jay Witt some love, man.
Please, yeah, I just
Oh
need
my
that again.
goodness. One more time. Okay.
Yes, that was
One more time, man. I don't even know what they're talking about.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know that.
He's running too, though. James O'Keefe is funny. Boom! Come on!
You're right. You called black people quote coons.
Okay, James O'Keefe is running kind of weird too, though. we gotta be equal opportunity offenders here tonight.
Oh,
wow.
gosh. I don't even know the details of this thing, but I do know one thing. People talk a lot of trash when they think they ain't being, they ain't gonna be blasted. You see, when he found out that he was on blast,
said,
what happened? A whole lot of folk are like that. They talk a lot of trash, don't know what they talk about half the time. And that's why I always say we have to stick it to them when they open their mouth and talk stupid, because a lot of these people, they don't know what they're talking about, but they want to feel like they're intelligent. But when you blast them like that, you see what he did? That nigga, he went running because walking was too slow.
Humpty
He
Dumpty
couldn't take
fell
it.
over. What are you
People
talking about?
don't like to be confronted with truth. And and I'm telling you, brothers, we got the gold, we got the goods. We have to start using the goods, and that's not just on the O'Keefe thing there, but anywhere we go at. When you're sitting down in your family, I don't care who it is, Uncle, Grandpa, Aunt Martha, Uncle Bilbo, I don't care who it is. If they're gonna start talk trash to you in front of your face, don't let them get away with it. Let them say I don't want to be around you. Fine, but if you're gonna be around me, you ain't gonna talk trash and get away with it. I'm gonna nail you every time you say something stupid. I loved it, man.
These comments in the chat is hilarious. They say his feet left him behind. Like who is happening right now? Y'all be rolling right now.
I don't even know what we're supposed to be talking about.
All right. So I just have to say, Minister Denzel, you are hitting on all cylinders tonight, from baby popping to Uncle Bilbo. You are killing the game.
This is Jonathan Franklin, adjunct professor at Georgetown University. For those that wanted to know the brother's name.
Professor.
Yeah, that's him on blast.
Yes.
Bless his heart.
Wise, take it up in there if you don't mind, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for
talk
it,
about this
Go
guy
for it,
at
brother.
some point in time. This one hits home a little bit because you know, I don't know what YouTube is like, but Crystal and I are unfortunately in the dirty TikTok streets. I have been called, and she's heard me being called, and I've heard her being called coon so many times. And it's never bothered me. I'm 6'1". Come on. It's never bothered me. I know you would not say this to my face in person. And we see what happens right here with this. I'm going to remember this name. Jonathan Franklin, adjunct professor at Georgetown University, who I hope is fired by this point in time. He is teaching your children. He is teaching the second that your kids leave home, that first interaction they have with an adult, as they are now an adult in the adult world. I work with a bunch of stupid white people, is what he said. We've really got to look at the education system. We have to really look at individuals like this, because of course he ran. Now, I didn't expect Joe O'Keefe, whatever his name is, to be, knees to chest, arms pumping for the run going after him. But that is the shame that I'm talking about. A lot of these people who go online, who've gotten used to the anonymity that comes from social media, comes from being online. Now it's starting to bleed into the real world. You can say whatever you want to online, but when this becomes your personality and you start saying this stuff out loud, you could have sat there and continued the conversation. Why didn't you? You believed what you said. You were confident in how you said it. All of a sudden, it's an issue when you get called out for it. I actually would have respected him if he sat down and continued the conversation. Yep, sure is, right? I said he was a coon, absolutely. But when you get up and run, it shows me that somewhere on the inside, you know you're wrong. Somewhere on the inside, you know that what just came out your mouth is not the things that you should be saying. And in that moment, you realize, oh, goodness, he saw it all flash before his eyes. His job, his reputation, his career, and you didn't care about that before you said what you had to say. What happened to us respecting each other, even if we disagree? I'm pretty sure every teacher used to teach that back in the 90s and the 80s, at least for some of y'all older heads. What happened to speak well to individuals? What happened to do unto others as you would have them do unto you? You don't want me to call you the N-word? You don't want me to call you all kinds of racist things? Why are you calling other people coon? Why are you calling people super white people? And I'll end on this. Imagine if Joe O'Keefe was a black dude, he was sitting down with a white guy, and he said, I work with a bunch of stupid black people, right? They're all a whole bunch of crackers this and crackers that. It'd be front page headlines. The hypocrisy has got to stop. We have got to learn how to respect each other and love each other, even if we don't agree with certain things.
I agree with AT. And yes, I've been called bedwench, coon.
Gosh.
Crystal gets it bad, y'all. Crystal gets it real bad.
I've heard
TikTok's rough, on conservatives, and TikTok's even rougher on black conservatives and Christians, from what I've heard as well.
Black conservatives, Christians, and especially when you are not part of the 92% of women. When you are not part of that 92% group, you're going to get it a million times worse, because it's not just that you are conservative. It's not that you are Christian. It's the fact that you are a black woman. You know how we always talk about the how they say things and it's a black man thing. When it comes to to how they speak to black women, and if I say I don't see myself as that, I see myself as a woman of God, an American woman of God, and I say that, oh my goodness, I am everything under the sun, which is atrocious. But the thing is, I agree with AT because I'm the person, if I'm telling you in your face, if I'm talking about it back here, I'm going to tell you to your face. Like, I mean, what you going to do to me? I'm going to just, if I'm saying this is exactly how I feel about you. If I say that you a gutter bunny, oh, believe you me, I'm not going to tell people that you're a gutter bunny. You going to know I think you're a gutter bunny because I'm going to tell you you're a gutter bunny. That you should be consistent across the board. And that's the problem with old boy there. He wasn't consistent across the board. So he had to go sprinting for his life because all he could see was he was about to lose his entire job, all of his lifestyle. Everyone will see him for what he is. And that's the thing. When people actually have to face what they say, they won't be those keyboard warriors that be running around in these comments, these keyboard warrior trolls. Hey, Ron, nice to see you again. Always in your comments, Ron. Nice to see you again. So please understand, you put things out there, especially in this day and age, people can find you. People can connect with you. Don't be that keyboard warrior, that troll, and think that it won't come back and catch you. Because exactly what AT says, I don't care if I'm 5'7". Please believe. Michael stands right behind me. My warriors are all around me. Please believe I am not afraid. So don't do it. Don't try it. I know y'all think y'all can get away with it, but I ain't the one.
Crystal, did you just give a shout out to Ronaldo just now? Your little boo thing, just like real quick. Did you slide that in there?
That wasn't Rolando. Remember the man that's on. I think he may still be in my chat right now, Mr. Ron, who likes to say black women should shut up and black women should not be.
Ron, yeah.
Black women don't know nothing about the Bible, and black women are hateful, and black are like. But he says he doesn't. He comes in my comments every day.
I still want to chat with that, Ron. I appreciate you mentioning. I remember who you're talking about right now. We can have that conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's hanging out in the comments. Mm-hmm.
These are the people that you are sending your children to when you send them to these college campuses for that 4, 5, 6 years that they're going to be on that college campus. You know, any man that feels comfortable talking to a stranger, you don't know this individual, you sit down in front of this man, you don't know him from Adam, and come out, the first thing out of your mouth is, I work with a bunch of stupid white people. That's the first thing out your mouth. And then he starts asking you, oh, what do you think about Lawrence from Fox? Oh, coon. What do you think about Clarence Thomas? Super coon. Like, bro, seriously, you don't know these people? You don't know this guy? And you come out here and you feel very comfortable saying something like this. These are the people, and this dude is supposed to be a professor of journalism. He's a journalist professor. It's like, come on, man. People need to understand that these college campuses, I don't know how much Georgetown is, but my assumption is well over $50,000 a year. It's extremely expensive. These are the people that you're paying absorbent amount of money for your children to get an education. And really, they're not being educated. They are being indoctrinated by individuals like this character. And it's sad. I would assume that, maybe he lost his job, but maybe he didn't, because this is, a super liberal PWI. They may say, you know what? Yeah, there are a bunch of stupid, white folks here on this campus.
We are stupid.
They may actually agree with him, in that virtue signaling type of way that they typically do. But Celeste, I want you to get in there. What are your thoughts?
So this is exactly an example of the paper mache liberal elite. So this gentleman, first of all, I want to say thank you to AT and Crystal. Just know you got our back. We got your back. You got any kind of support you need. You have. Don't let them people make you think anything other than what you know to be true. But I thank you for turning the conversation to something a little more serious, because it took everything for me to get out of the laugh from that video. And you all focused on the run. I left the run behind. It was prostrate on the ground that got me. He laid all points wide on the ground. I said, Lord have mercy. He has prostrated himself on the liberal altar and the DC ground. But this is the issue. First of all, even when James O'Keefe identified himself, I don't believe he knew who James O'Keefe was.
Nope.
I think he somehow figured out this person is not my friend. I better run. He still didn't know who James O'Keefe was. And this whole point of, I don't think he's in fear of his job. I would love to do a follow-up on this story to find out if there was any kind of consequence, because I don't think Georgetown University is going to have any consequence at all. To be honest, I'd be shocked if anybody in the Georgetown University administration knows who James O'Keefe is. I seriously doubt that. They have no idea who those people are. So I think it's highly possible that this was, our folly, but that this kind of thing, no one in DC would probably see this video or know about this unless maybe the kids on the campus get a hold of it. But I do think you're right in terms of, this is the lightweight intelligentsia that you have in front of your children. And if there has ever been an advertisement for why it is not only just against higher education, but the lower schools, elementary and secondary, which are allegedly preparing your children for higher education, if there was ever an advertisement for why you need to take control of your child's mind, develop their intellect, and make them something that can be first useful to themselves and then useful to the society that they live in, which education is for, it should be this man running and lying prostrate in the middle of the street. Why, that is absolutely a complete and utter failure on your part. If you send your children to these people, and this is who they are. This man is not just at Georgetown. He is also in your child's high school. He is also in your child's elementary school. Your child encounters people like this in almost every institution with which they engage. You have got to make, as a parent, your first priority the mind, the safety of the mind. You have to understand the mind. You know, people just don't know enough about enough. The mind is actually an extremely fluid place. That's why it's full of water. Anything can get in it. Anything can get in the mind. You have to think of the mind as a place of extreme vulnerability that has to have armor and safeguard around it, and especially when it's young and not fully developed. You don't just hand over this mind to people who, like I said, pseudo lightweight intellectuals. He was never going to be able to sit there and say, well, the reason why I think Justice Thomas is a coon, or the reason why I think Candace Owens is a coon, or the reason why. He was never going to be able to provide an explanation, which is why he did an about pivot and ran away. It wasn't, I don't even think, fear of his job. He feared, as Minister Danzel tries every week to impress the importance upon us, he feared the question. That's what he feared. He wasn't thinking about a job. He wasn't thinking about anything. When he laid on that ground, bless his flabby heart.
It was the best.
He laid there. He feared the question. And he didn't even know who the man was once he was identified. He just knew that this was a man who might ask him a question. And these fake lightweight liberals, in the face and the light of a question, and God forbid any truth come around, this is how they act. So Minister Danzel, this man has made you a hero. He has made you a prophet. You are absolutely right when you say you better stick it to them. Every chance they get, question them. Don't let these things pass. Stop them where they say it, when they break their lips. Be right there ready to respectfully confront, because this is what we should expect, a whole lot of running and falling in our future if we're doing the right thing.
Crazy.
Absolutely. A couple super chats I want to read. We'll keep it moving. Shout out to
what's happening. The problem that we're facing right now is the the responsibility of both the Republicans and the Democrats, because over the years, this is an immigration issue. Had they not let the borders be open the way they have so many years, allowing so many people in, and it got really on, it went on steroids under Biden, all of this would not have been an issue, because people would have been coming at the proper level, proper rate. They would have been properly processed, and they would have been properly due to get whatever benefits they can get. When you let the borders open and you let all of these people come in here unvetted, without any kind of proper controls, you have millions of people now in our country that should not be here, who have not assimilated into America, but they have brought their own culture here, their own flags, their own way of life, and they refuse to learn English. They refuse to learn our Constitution. So now you have a multitude of countries in our country, rather than just a multitude of foreigners coming in here and some being assimilated into America. So now all these people are here, and they knew they were going to cause this problem. They had an agenda, of course. They want to make them voters. But that's not happening. But they're here, and now you have millions of people in here milking off of us, taking food out of American mouths, and now you have a power in position now who's saying we can't allow that to keep happening because we have to put our American people first. This is what's going now. The ones who brought them over here and who want to use them as voters are saying no, we got to keep taking care of them because that's where our power base is at. So this is the crazy we're seeing right now. So they're trying to make the Republicans look like the ones who are the enemy, when all they're trying to do is set things right where the American people get the proper support that they're supposed to get, and we don't put all of these hoarders and these people who are taking our funds unjustly. We don't want them taking advantage. Now we've got to deal with them. We have the fact we can't play like this is not no issue. They have to be dealt with because they're here. You have millions of people here who now are not going to be allowed to milk off of our system. We got to find some way to take care of them until we get them out of here, because they're here. And now those powers that be that are against us are going to try to galvanize that power if we don't let them do what they want to do, and they're going to make them terrorists in our country. See, it's not a simple matter. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. You tell people that they can't eat now, they're going to become violent and vicious, and you're going to have people promoting that kind of viciousness. So opening those doors causes a whole lot of problems. And now we're stuck with this problem. We got to deal with it, but it's not an easy fix.
But I think there's this